Hello, welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. A couple quick things before we get started. A clarification. In the last episode, I got confused that there wasn't a Temple of Joaquin in Waterdeep listed in my notes anywhere. I thought it could have been a mistake, but it turns out it's not a mistake. Joaquin, as the deity of commerce and trade and wealth, her followers purposely avoid building temples. They preach that her guidance and blessing is present with every transaction, and certainly should not be confined to some building. So yeah, no temple to Joaquin in Waterdeep. Also, I'm not here for this episode. I've given the players some instructions, and they will be on their own without a dungeon master. So here's the setup for that. When we left off, the players were seeking Treadworth Wolfhelm. He's the priest of Joaquin who offered to act as the project manager for their renovations and potentially running a new business. They were able to hire him to perform a thorough inspection of the property and write up his report of recommendations and a project plan. They need to discuss amongst themselves and decide what they actually want to do with the place. And I've already sent them an email which contains Treadworth's inspection report and a few other bits of information. So when they're ready, they will open the email, and that should give them plenty of things to discuss and talk about and consider. Alright, so let's get started.
All right, so I don't think we need to really discuss much around where we were last time to where we are now. I think this is kind of just a random moment in time.
Right. So, I mean, the long and short of it is that we are using our downtime to figure out what we're doing with Trollskull Manor, or Trollskull Keep, and we're going to kind of figure out what we'd like to do. And then we received an email from our DM that I will send out after we reach that point. We'll take a small break, and then I'll send it out to everybody, and we can read over it and react to it. So it's been hard for me not to open that email all week, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I did send out in chat the updated version is a PDF. I'm sorry, it's a PowerPoint that has the floors broken up because it was not making sense to me the way we were looking at it at all. With the rooms that we kind of already established, as well as the rooms that were identified, like the old library, the bathrooms, the hatches, and things like that.
Oh, very nice. Look at that. A PowerPoint.
All right, so there was that.
So where do we? I do. Do you want to make some suggestions, Gus? You seem like you have some ideas.
I mean, I think if we're having an official house meeting, we should be having it in the bar, drinking booze.
Do we have booze in there, though?
I was just going to say, is it even stocked or anything?
No.
Or did Dan just go and get a bunch when he was out on his trip wandering around?
So I think,
it's all foam.
we could ask Gus to bring some drinks from his house, unless you.
Yeah, you have a stocked bar.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's true. I could just ask them to bring some over.
Yeah, you have servants.
I have
them
people.
serve.
I have people.
You have people.
Well, while you're here, I'm gonna need you to stay and actually serve us too.
You're a servant. It's in the title.
Well, what's that one guy's name that you've been? The same guy that you've been. I don't remember the name of the one servant.
Holy shoot! I can't remember either. I didn't write it down. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
And our viewers can go watch previous streams on YouTube and on Twitch.
Oh,
It's true.
So yeah, I guess we're down in the decrepit bar,
yeah.
drinking from Gus's family's private stash.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. It's the only good way to have a house meeting.
Of course.
So I feel like the best way forward is probably to turn this into some kind of money-making venture.
Agreed.
One thing that this particular area of town is missing is a place for lonely men to seek the companionship of females or other males, I guess. It could, whatever.
So you're talking like a meeting house?
Yeah, like a friendly arts and crafts group where people can get to know each other and work in similar hobbies.
You could probably pay for that. It's not generally what they're paying for.
What are you paying for, Gus?
Nothing. I'm paid.
So you're paid by lonely guys who want to find companionship?
I think we should make it a brothel. Because how great would that be, Madame Lindariel?
I think we're looking for actual serious suggestions here, Gus.
I think it could make money.
No. We're not even entertaining that idea.
I'm going to decide with Lindariel on that one.
Gus, if that's the sort of thing you want to do, I've heard of this type of bar where we could install a pole specifically for you to dance on. It will be called Gus's pole. Oh, phrasing. Phrasing.
There is a little alcove, with all the windows around it that would make a nice little stage for that pole, right?
Yeah.
We could do a little runway or something for you to walk out on.
Yeah. Gus's glitter palace.
There's only one person allowed on that stage, and it's Gus.
It's Gus. Alternatively, I think we could go with something like Talmost Tap House.
I feel like this is very Gus-centric, Gus. I feel like a lot of things are about Gus.
Well, I am the leader.
I thought Nightbreeze was the leader.
No, he's just the oldest.
Oh, is that how the default works? I've had more time to learn more from my own mistakes.
He doesn't seem to upset anyone, though.
People just get anxious around me because I'm I have such a dominant aura.
Because you're the second most attractive man in Waterdeep?
It's not called aura, that's called oil.
Oil.
No, but I do like the idea about making it an up and running business. I mean, this was
a
tavern, so let's make it a tavern.
It's we're literally in the bar.
And I mean, Dan, you know a lot about taverns and performance venues, right?
Oh yeah. I wash dishes, I wait tables, I pour drinks,
I don't think
dance.
any of us should have to do those things. I think.
Oh no, we're gonna have to.
Okay.
I mean, I thought we were starting an adventuring company. Isn't
We
that
are.
We're
And
here,
this
like,
is our home base and bar.
so we're starting two businesses now that we're trying to get work for.
No, one will kind of take care of itself.
I mean, a little bit, but
As long as it turns a small profit or at least breaks even, it would help bring traction to us as an adventuring party.
Yeah.
Here's an idea.
where do adventuring parties get their jobs?
They meet in taverns.
The group met in a tavern, right? It's what I always read.
Wait, did we meet in a tavern?
Yeah.
We did.
Kind of. Well, at a party.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that party. That was a bad night.
No, I thought it went really well.
I mean, the outcome was okay, but
Lynn, you're very quiet.
I don't know.
That's helpful.
should we just?
I mean, I'm not really here to like start a business that keeps me stuck here.
I mean, think about it this way: we already need information about the goings on in town. And where do we always go when we need information? The bars.
That's true.
If we're looking for work, where do we meet people? In bars.
I mean, this is.
I feel like this is just bringing work to us and getting them to pay us.
Right, and
Yep.
I mean,
Even more.
with your contacts from the circuit that you've been working, Dan, and with
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that you know, Gus, and Lindario with the stuff that you've done for deliveries, I'm sure we can find people who wouldn't mind coming here to work, so we don't have to stay here. But it would give us, a
Oh, yeah.
place that is our own. If adventuring parties needed a place to meet or talk, we could make sure that they could pay us to use it.
Yeah, we could always rent out the parlor
I was thinking we could rent out the basement.
or the old library.
It's more secret.
Yeah, as like a meeting space.
Yeah.
The storage basement?
Yeah, the storage.
The wine.
I mean, odds are our barbacks are going to need that. I have a feeling the barbacks are going to need that.
We should have asked how high the ceilings were to see if we needed to hire a bunch of halflings.
Yes, sure.
So, how about we put a pin on the bar and we'll circle back to it.
On the Talmost Tap House.
I mean, we're the Troll Skull Syndicate. Why don't we call it the Troll Skull Tap House?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound good that way. You got to have double letters.
Troll Skull Tap House, TT.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you need to make an intelligence?
I'm just picturing the Forrest Gump "I am not a smart man" meme.
As a learned man like myself, I was hyper focused on skull of Troll Skull. No, it's ST.
Oh.
So
we would look into trying to get. Do you just want to say we'll look into trying to get the bar set up? And
Do we?
function?
Would we need a business license? I'm assuming we would.
I'm sure.
almost certainly, we needed a building permit to fix a broken front door,
It's true. Got to grease those palms.
which we still don't have, do we?
I don't. know the answer to that. I
We
thought did.
paid. We paid to have the door done. I don't know where we are in the timeline.
Gotcha.
I think this would be
I don't think-
next day.
Yeah, so we're probably not there yet. We
I
still
think
have
what's his name, the Treadrith guy, would probably tell us what we need to get done.
Yeah.
yeah.
While we're waiting for him, I guess that's what we're supposed to be figuring out, and then we'll
Yeah.
have fun with the letter that I'm itching to send and open. But anyway,
All right.
so get this bar up and running to where it will at least break even, if not make a small profit. Because honestly, if we're making too big of a profit, think like the Yawning Portal. Everybody goes to the Yawning Portal. We want someplace a little bit more discreet.
That's why I was thinking it as a place for adventuring parties.
We can certainly cater to them. We can offer meeting space that we're willing to rent out.
And are we going to do food then too?
I would think we would want to.
You gotta do food.
Are there package deals like rent the room and we'll throw some catering in, and then we upcharge the room and
That's true.
Food?
We'll give you balloons and some pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have Gus perform for you on stage.
I'm not the performer.
No, but you want.
Well, you're one type of performance.
I mean, we could say that we have the second most attractive man in all of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever drives the business. I mean, it'll end up being mostly ladies, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
That paid you for companionship.
No.
I just misinterpreted. I'm sorry.
LL Cool G.
So moving on.
Ladies love Cool Gus.
All right.
I bet they do.
So, Lynn, what do you think about the Troll Skull Tap House?
I mean, I guess it's fine.
I'm sure she would rather have it just a place to put animals.
We do need to figure out something to do for Lynn's horses.
Yeah, a couple blocks away is a stable. It's not that far.
We could burn down our neighbor's house.
I'm not. No. Because then you're losing the property.
But we would be rebuilding with a stable anyway. It does all the job for us, minus the rebuild.
Well, leave the house in place and then knock down the outer wall, put in barn doors.
To where?
I'm not sure.
I mean, we could
it's fine for now.
this and turn this into a stable.
Good.
It's losing a lot of revenue potential. Unless you wanted to turn it into formal stables for other people as well.
Well, I mean, if we go,
that's an option.
If we go with the idea of a place for adventuring parties, right? And we gut the first floor, and we turn it into stables, and maybe some loft sleeping. You know, Dan spent some time in some attics. You know, we watched Gus roll in the hay by himself, so there was that. But if we set up some stuff like that. And
I don't know what you're referring to.
You were drunk. Don't worry about it. We all have great memories. But then if we allow, you know, for meeting spaces, I mean, we got a spare bedroom. We've got the old library upstairs. We got places for people to meet that we could charge them a service fee to, you know, house their animals, and they can rent rooms and beds and stuff like that for much cheaper than the hotels were. I mean, it was.
So it turns into an inn then, rather than a tavern.
Kind of.
I don't know, would you be more comfortable with that, Lynn?
It doesn't really matter to me.
So if it doesn't matter and you don't want any part, I'm assuming you don't want a cut of any profits.
I think by contract we have to share profits.
She's part
By
owner.
whose contract?
She's part owner, Gus.
Part owner, yeah. I mean,
You guys don't have to worry about the horses. It's fine for now. I don't think we should be taking off more than we can chew. We don't even know how much basic repairs are going to cost, let alone trying to start up an actual business with this.
Well, if we just gut the downstairs, it's pretty cheap. Throw some hay in there.
Then you got to worry about structures and beds and doors and.
I'm sure there's some sort of licensing you have to have just to put a horse in a building.
And
so
if horses ever get pregnant, then you got to have an animal husbandry license. And I'm sure we've all read the book.
And I'm never going to be an animal's husband. I can say
No.
that right now.
Never say never. All right, so we'll consider the Troll Skull Tap House as an idea. So we know that the roof is leaking, right, Dan?
Yes.
And we have no running water, right, Lynn?
no.
Awesome. And we have some broken doors, thanks, Drav, across the board.
Broken windows too?
Windows.
Couple of broken windows.
We don't have any beds.
No.
Yeah.
Any furniture.
So our rooms are not furnished in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm perfectly fine with like a bedroll and a milk crate in my bedroom. Like, that seems great for me.
But Dan, I'm telling you that I think that this is your opportunity to finally have a home.
Oh yeah, dude. But like a home with like a milk crate and a bedroll sounds pretty good to me.
Like with a bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
We're still sleeping
probably.
in the attic, but you have a bed in the attic.
That's cool.
I can just stay at my house.
Do I get a lava lamp?
There's no electricity.
What's that?
I'm sure there are magic lava lamps.
That's true. There probably are.
There better be magic lava lamps at this
Go
point.
over to the purple shop.
Why would you want a lamp that holds lava? It sounds like it would.
Because it looks cool.
I have so much to learn. I'm so old. What is cool?
Purple is cool.
You know, Lynn.
That purple incense everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Lynn, I got
Smells so
a
purple.
king size bed at my house. I mean, we could share it.
So Dan, you want to take bets on this one?
So far, Lynn has completely let me down by not slapping him, so I don't know if I'm willing to put money on it.
I'd be a gentleman.
So I think first priority is getting our space livable. I think we should focus on making the space livable, doing the repairs, getting basic furniture. And I think that if we're wanting to take on more jobs, we should have some sort of space where people could meet us, to hire us as an adventuring crew.
So do you want to not worry about the bar for now? And
I think it's fine to get some ideas for the bar, but I don't think we'll have enough money to be able to handle that after all the expenses with the roof and everything.
True.
Okay. So order of operations: roof repaired, doors and windows repaired, bedrooms furnished, meeting room built up, and then the first floor, which is the bar, just lightly cleaned up, and then we'll worry about, once we get all those things done, what it's going to cost to turn that into a functional business.
Also, we could take out a business loan.
We could.
We also need to sell all those silver bricks we
Will
have.
help a lot. So I think once our god's god returns, the DM, that maybe that's something we need to address before we continue on with too much other stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we could use that silver as a down payment on a loan.
But I think the
I'm
issue,
wondering how much of a loan we're going to need when we turn those in.
yeah.
Yeah.
A few grand. We'll pay it off by the time we're level 15.
It's a few hundred pounds of silver that we have.
That's true.
I mean, I love the idea of using the old library as like a formal meeting space. I've had to deal with a
That's
few
what I agree.
solicitors before, so
Mm-hmm.
we always have like some ante room that you go to meet. We can have a bunch of books on bookcases and a nice
Maps on the walls.
maps on the walls and some of our prize collections on display.
Based on some of the things I'm hearing you say, though, I only see one concern with our current room layout.
What's that?
I don't know how comfortable Gus is being that far away from Lynn's room.
Oh, that wasn't my choice. I think she was.
Is this
I
part
think
of
she was-
making this space livable? Is making sure there's an adequate distance between those two rooms?
I think
I've got a turret. I can get as far away as I need to get.
I was gonna say she is the second furthest room away from Gus.
And I'm above the
Exactly.
kitchen.
Right.
It's a good place for Gus.
So doors, windows, get the place cleaned up, get water running.
Bedroom
probably
furniture.
Get the fireplaces cleaned. Get bedroom furniture. Set up the old library as a meeting space. Do we want the parlor to be more like a formal come meet us parlor instead of just a welcome home parlor? Like we can get a desk and stuff like
It's
that.
like the-
or whatever.
Do we get an administrative assistant?
Sure.
Gus doesn't get administrative assistant.
No. We, the adventuring party.
I would rather do if we're gonna go this route, and I think that Lynn's right. Let's focus on getting our stuff straight first. I think that an administrative assistant would be a better hire.
Excuse me. It would be an executive assistant.
I think the administrative assistant would be a better hire than trying to pay to get the bar completely up and running and then have to hire all that help. I think it'd be a lower cost route that would have a higher ROI.
Would our assistant have any negotiating capabilities?
No.
Or would they just deliver us, this is the contract, and then what
They
do
would
we
help.
do?
They would help like meet people in the parlor, get them settled. They would help like if people
Run
come by
errands.
looking for us. They would like put things on calendars. They would run some small errands.
I feel like they should be able to look at a contract and be like, yeah, that's too low.
No, if they're coming to us, we should be supplying the contract.
Yeah, we'll supply contracts.
But if they present us a contract, that's something to consider. But even if this is somebody who could be here when we're not here.
Yeah.
And somebody, like you said, Dan, to keep our calendar straight, to kind of get things set up.
I mean,
If we
how
have-
many
if
times
we-
have we wanted to send notes like to each other and things like that.
Yeah.
Especially the way Drav is popping in and out, he can kind of.
Oh yeah. This is
Figure
the
out where we're
person
at.
that can update Drav if Drav shows up while we're out.
Yeah.
Likewise, if we're off doing adventuring things and we have people doing work on the house, it needs to be someone that we can trust to oversee those people.
Yeah, we gotta pay the Dung Sweepers Guild unless we already did that.
Oh yeah.
Did we?
If we didn't, I own that because I'm the one that set it up, so I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
It's something like 25 silver, and I got it.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Just ask them how much of a bar they want you to hack off.
I'll just weigh 25 silver. I'll get a scale. I'm sure they won't draw any attention.
Yeah, perfectly normal. Everyone does this.
So we would need to hire an administrative assistant and carpenters.
Well,
Mhm.
what's his name said that he would work as our liaison for all of that.
For all the guilds.
For all the guilds. So he,
okay.
he would be the ones responsible. He would basically, he's our contractor. He's our general contractor. We would pay him. He would hire the people, make sure everything's in order, and get it done. But yeah.
Yeah, we just needed to get him a list of the things and in the order we needed them. And sounds like we've largely got that.
And I don't think it's bad to just basic inquire from him his thoughts on a tavern being here as a future idea, just to kind of get a ballpark of what sort of things that would take, but
Yeah.
focusing on
And
priority.
And if our intent is a tavern down the line, I would still suggest that for purely security purposes, we would get the doors and windows and stuff of the
First.
first floor taken care of as well.
Yeah.
That way, when the time comes, we already have that done for them to come in and do the rest.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
So how would we go about hiring an administrative assistant? Are we going to do an interview process? Because that would be hilarious.
I would like to interview them.
I bet you would.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
I think I can definitely check out a couple of the bars and establishments I've worked that have people that work the front desks.
I wonder
know-
if Arlith would like to do it.
Is that your girlfriend, Gus?
Yeah,
You want
totally.
to hire your girlfriend?
Isn't that how this works? You
To
hire
work
people you know?
to work in the place where you suggested Lynn be a madam of a brothel?
It was an idea. I was spitballing.
I'm sure you could ask. You seem to have a way.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I haven't seen any suggestion you've put towards a woman go. Just go.
Ugh.
Are we okay with the room layouts the way that they are on the map?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And we would need to do. I want to do something nice for Drav. I mean, he had a good intention. He had good intentions. He went.
Shouldn't help.
Yeah.
You should do something nice for me. I'm here all the time.
I'm going to make sure that your room has a constant supply of that purple incense.
Yep.
No, Slim Jims.
So the purple incense.
Yeah, so I generally like the room layouts. It looks like...
What kind of stuff do you need for your workshop, Dan?
So that was going to depend on some things. We seem to come across a fair number of interesting arcane items. So maybe if I can find anything that'll help identify things, plus maybe do some magic testing of things.
So we have severe potential to blow up our house.
No, I'm in the attic.
Right.
Just the roof.
Just the roof. So
I'll blow the roof off this place. You know what I'm saying? This sounds like the best parties I've ever been to.
Sounds fair. It sounds fair.
But we can also use that as kind of a shared workshop space. I was just kind of thinking it'd be a good place to have any adventuring tools, work and stuff that anything we're working on. We could also put, presumably, I don't know, small distillery or brewing equipment.
Do we have that capability? Like, do we have anybody that is a brewer?
I've worked in bars.
We could.
You take grain and water, you boil it up a little bit, you toss some stuff in it, and it just you drink it later.
All right. Sounds like you know what you're doing.
Roll for food poisoning.
I'm pretty sure that's a concept.
Yeah.
DC 12.
Do we need to think about a treasure space?
I think we probably do.
Like, where would be the best place to be putting things like all of the silver?
Would we do that in the house?
Yes.
Yes.
It's our house.
In the turret?
The turret's not a bad spot, but I don't know what Lynn wants to do with the turret.
That's Lynn's.
Well, who's going to go in that room? They'll die.
I mean, if stuff doesn't get too big, I can keep things there, but...
I mean, the workshop, the area that's currently marked for workshops can absolutely be storage. It being out of the way, unlikely to be a place that anyone would stumble upon is good.
We could also just put up another wall just to the south of the old library where that second bathroom is. And get rid of the door that goes to what I guess would be my bathroom. And turn that into like a storage area. It'd be, 15 feet.
Could we put in a secret door?
Yes.
Yes. Secret hidden doors are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of hidden doors.
That'd be interesting.
I think... Yeah. I don't have any good ideas. I'm tapped out.
Yeah, to be fair, that wall, the old library side, the wall with the door in it that leads towards the stairs, if you just extend that south slightly.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and then remove...
That water closet?
Yeah, exactly. Remove the bathroom and remove the door that goes to your bathroom. And we can decide if we want the secret door, the hidden door, to be in the library or in the main space. I'd say probably the library.
Pull out a book. And the door opens.
I like it.
I like it.
Which book?
I'm picking up what you're laying down right now. I like this idea. What book?
Lindario's delivery service.
Some boring book on horticulture or something like that.
Could be Gus's favorite reading, The Lusty Argonian Maid.
Wow.
That's a good draw right there. Yeah, it would have to be like...
Applause to any viewer who gets the Skyrim reference.
botany of Waterdeep or something. Yeah, I think that would be of no interest to most people.
One of Volo's books.
I was gonna say, we all have signed copies of all those books, right?
That's true. That's true. It could
We'll just put
absolutely
all
do that.
4 of them, like all 5 of them
They
next
all
to
work
each other,
together to where you have to pull them all at once.
and it's like no one's gonna pull out all of them, you know. Like.
No, yeah, they grab one at most.
I like it.
But I mean that makes sense. There's no reason that we have that many bathrooms on this floor. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
like there's like each of our rooms have their own bathroom with tub, and then there's also 2 other bathrooms on top of it. I mean, I guess Dan, that's like the bathroom,
Well,
but
actually,
there's already one outside the library. You could use that one.
the only ones who have bathrooms are you and I, Lynn.
Oh, okay. So the boys downstairs have to come up.
You
that.
turn the spare bedroom into a bathroom.
The one that's next to Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sharing bathrooms?
Looks like you and Drav are.
Well, that's fine. He's not here most of the time, so that's probably ideal.
And Dan,
Yeah, and
Dan, you
and
can
all.
always use mine. You can always use mine, Dan.
Yeah, and like, because the only thing that I'm missing at that point is like a bathtub,
Right.
and I can work that out.
Yeah, I guess if you want your own bathroom,
I've hobo showered at many a bar. I'm good.
Did you say hobo showered?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
You wash the dishes. You wash yourself. You wash the dishes. You wash yourself. It's just part of the job.
I like this idea. So far we're at turn the spare room into a bathroom for the downstairs folks. Extend the wall for the old library and remove the water closet that's to the south. Remove the door that's to my bathroom and put in a hidden door in the library on the bookshelves to what will become our stash.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing really upstairs. Get water running, get the place cleaned up, windows and doors. Do the same thing for the windows and doors downstairs, but no other major work yet. Get all the chimneys cleaned out, get the roof repaired, and assess water damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming, are we wanting anything in the kitchen to be like at least like basic functioning so we can like make food for ourselves?
Yeah, like basic stove.
But here's the only problem. The only way to get to the kitchen is for us to go outside and into the bar. We actually don't have a kitchen.
Yeah.
Could we afford like a housekeeper / cook?
I can't afford anything. So
No, I don't think we can do that. I'm
So
wondering if we could. Hold on a second. Where do these stairs go?
Which ones?
Oh, I was just checking the first floor, so those are the ones that go up, and then there's the other ones that go up. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a place where we could put in a way to get from our first floor to the bar.
It looks like, I know that they don't line up exactly the way they should, but just best guess. I would say that if we put stairs on the main floor, where Gus's room is, not in Gus's room, but we've put stairs down in the area where the stairs up are, that they should come out around the back part of the bar by the kitchen.
Like by the trapdoor area.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we want like drop down stairs that we can like pull up and lock to lock ourselves from the first floor, as opposed to permanent stairs. Like attic stairs. That way they're not always in the way in there, but we could always drop them down and use it when we're moving back and forth, rather than having to install a kitchen or something in another part.
I'm okay with that. What I'm concerned about is who's going to clean my room?
You?
I'm looking at that kind of because I'm trying to figure out how do you get to your room? Do you have to go through Drav's room, the hallway to get to your room? There's no main area door for you.
No, there isn't. That's weird.
Make one.
Well, what's that door like under the R of the parlor?
That is the door that goes to the anteroom where the stairs are.
Yeah, so that's front door, and then it goes into essentially like the hallway that has the stairs up, or Drav's room out of the parlor.
Right.
The parlor has 3 doors. Yeah. Drav's room, the stairs, and then the front door. And then the stairs room has a door into that tiny bedroom. Drav's room is connected by a hallway to Gus's room, but Gus's room is connected to no other room.
There needs to be a door from the parlor to the hallway.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
I think that's the easiest door to put in.
Yeah.
From the parlor to that long hallway, because then Gus has access to his balcony as well. And him and Drav then share a balcony. Look at that. Because Drav has 2 balconies.
This is true.
He's got a really nice room, actually.
Maybe me and Drav should switch rooms.
I don't think so. He already claimed it.
He didn't claim it. He wasn't here.
No, it's fine.
It was assigned.
To Drav.
I think you... Oh, no. Why did you pick that bottom one?
Because there weren't many options, and that was the one closest to the kitchen.
Oh, that's right.
Now we realize it's not really that close to the kitchen.
No. It's not even accessible. It seems like the best place to actually put the treasure room.
Actually, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. What if we move Drav potentially to the spare room? I'm trying to think.
Well, the spare room's so small.
Well, I'm trying to think if we turn the spare room into the treasure room, get rid of the door, put a hidden door in what is now Gus's room to that spare room. Then it has windows. It has windows and a door to the balcony.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like the idea of treasure being in a room that's on an exterior wall with windows.
Right.
I like our previous idea
I like that more, yeah.
by the library.
By the library. That was upstairs.
Yeah.
Spare bedroom would be almost directly above the kitchen.
So we're talking the spare bedroom is in the one that's next to Gus, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the one we were going to turn into a bathroom.
I know.
And actually, if we do that too, if we turn that into a bathroom, and then Gus has a door into his bathroom, then he just has to go through the bathroom to get to his bedroom. And it's not so bad.
I'm sure Gus loves the idea of anybody who comes to see him in his room would have to chance him not being taken a bath.
They would have to walk with him past a mirror.
There you go. Or
see?
Well, his
look at the
mirrors anyway, right?
Look at the silver lining. Everywhere. Mirrors on the ceiling. Mirrors on the walls.
The walls. Close the curtains.
There's no walls. There's just mirrors.
He's gonna mirror tint the inside of the windows.
Just think of it as like a gym where it's just mirrors.
Yeah, so I think one of 2 things. Either if we do turn what is now the spare room into a bathroom, either that becomes his primary entrance, or we ditch possibly the door that goes to the main hallway there and just add one over to that hallway that's between his and Drav's.
One of those 2 is what is probably going to be needed.
Yeah. I think it just makes sense to just do the one in the hallway.
Yeah. And if we do leave the spare door that goes to the stairs room, that actually does give me easy access to a bath as long as I work it out with Gus.
Yeah.
So you would go down 2 flights of stairs?
If I need to take a bath there and yours isn't available, it's an easy one.
Yeah, because my side door is going to be blocked by the treasure room. You can have to go through the treasure room to go to my bathroom.
I'm down for this.
We can have another hidden door in the treasure room that goes to my bathroom that I can't get through.
It's a one-way door.
One-way door. I'll just hear my water randomly turn on. I'm sure we'll figure out the bathroom situation. I like.
Oh yeah.
So we're thinking a door from the parlor towards that hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and then the spare room gets turned into a bathroom,
Yep.
and then we'll put a door from Gus's room to the spare room as well.
Yeah, because that will then be his bathroom.
So you would have 2 ways to get in your room, Gus. And that bathroom becomes like the community house bathroom, not a guest bathroom.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that way there's a fully functional bathroom on the floor that has both of their rooms. Because that also functions as Drav's bathroom.
True.
Because then, yeah, you and Lynn each have bathrooms at that point. Then Drav and Gus share that full bathroom. I have a half bath that I pretty much get to use whenever I want because no one else is going to be using it.
So you get a half bath. Of course, Lynn gets her own bathroom because that's the way it works. And then the geriatric gets his own bathroom.
Well, if Dan ever needs to use mine, he'll be able to use mine.
And then I get the community bathroom.
You get
You get yours and
you get-
Drav's, and Drav is there half the time, so it's pretty much
And
yours.
you're going to have stairs from your bathroom, right outside your bathroom door, right down to the kitchen.
I'm okay with that. I'm on board.
Okay.
I like this plan.
I
This is a
actually
good
do
plan.
too. This is turned out.
This is a really good plan.
So the person that we hire, are we just put a desk in the parlor then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some couches and stuff for around the fireplace?
Mm-hmm.
And all right.
Parcheesi set,
I like it.
you know.
Let's see how much the DM didn't plan for. You guys ready for this email?
Oh man. Oh, this will be good.
He did say he would be available via G-Chat if necessary.
Let's see.
I'm quite sure he didn't think we're setting up a treasure room.
Make sure that I've got the right last name for one of these people, because I have a lot of people with that first name.
That would be me.
Yeah. Does it start with an N, with an S?
Yes.
All right, cool. Here we go. Oh, of course. Did everybody get it?
Just came through. Let us see.
This is a lot.
Are we opening up?
Ah!
Of course. Of course. All right, so do we want to read this for the people that are viewing?
Yes. Who wants to go ahead and have that honor?
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Okay.
All right, I'll go ahead.
Go for it.
I'm reading the Treadrith's inspection report, right?
Yes.
As you're probably aware, you will be replacing the roof and fixing the subsequent water damage. A mage apprentice can be hired to magically clean up any remnants of mold. The eastern wall needs to be patched, where some bricks have crumbled and some others seem to have been purposely removed.
Great.
You'll want to watch the eastern wall. I didn't find anything there, but loose bricks tend to be used to stash or hand off various illicit substances. Dibs. Both your main entrance doors have been broken in, and the side and back doors are rotting away. Balcony doors aren't in great shape. I recommend replacing all exterior doors and their locks. Several windows are broken and should be replaced. All of the balcony railings are unsafe and need to be replaced. The hearth in the kitchen is cracked and needs to be replaced if you intend to use it for cooking. Otherwise, the rest of the structure is sound. Oh, it's just all that.
Okay.
Well, hey, that means the floors and walls aren't falling over.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's
The chimneys all appear to be in good condition. They just require minimum standard maintenance service. The building has internal plumbing, and it appears to be in decent condition. However, some years back, the city's water lines were rerouted, and no one bothered to reconnect Trollskull Manor. New pipes will need to be laid to make the connection. There is also an operational forge in the neighborhood that has been built into a well. You have the opportunity to access hot water. It comes out hot right from the faucet. Ooh,
Nice.
that's possible. That's intriguing. This luxury, however, will cost more to install, and it comes with a monthly service fee. The last major item, you have a Class D haunting throughout the first floor and the basement. Anybody know what a Class D haunting is?
I don't know, but that is your floor.
It doesn't appear to be causing any problems, but it's unsettling, and you never know when or why it might become more active. It's best to take care of it now before it gets out of hand.
All right.
well. So that's the bar and the bar back storage space.
I believe so. I think that's the first floor. Where we start.
That's why there were words written on the window.
That's what we
closing
figured.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's an invoice with all the.
All right. Replace roof,
Cost.
206 gold pieces. Repair brick and masonry, 47 gold. Fix water damage, 330 gold.
330 gold.
Why can't you do that? Prestidigitation. Poof.
I need to learn that spell.
Mold remediation, 100 gold. Replace external door times 9, 90 gold. Replace external lock times 9, 180 gold. Replace window times 6, 45. Balcony railings, 12. Replace kitchen hearth, 140. Chimney service, 5. Water line, 80. Clean up debris, 25. Ghost removal, 300 gold. Subtotal, 1,560. Guild fees, 89. Project management fee, 100. Taxes, 338. Total, 2,087 gold. Charged to the Talmost estate.
I mean, honestly, the project management fee is not bad. That's reasonable. Given.
That's very reasonable.
But I am not paying for that ghost removal. We will take care of this
I
ghost.
think we could remove that.
We're taking care of the ghost. We need to figure out what this ghost, why he's here, what he wants, and hey, hold on, greatest idea ever.
Hire the ghost as our assistant.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. We need a ghost administrative assistant.
That would be pretty.
We don't
cool.
have to pay him. And he already lives here.
You can stay here. We won't remove you. But here's what you need to do for us.
No. See, when you say it that way, it sounds like you're threatening him. That's a bad idea to take with a ghost. I think it's more of a, we're going to make this place better. And he could make it better with us. Or she could make it better with us.
Well, see, there was this 2-act play that was done by this elf named Patrick Soazia. Where he played a ghost, and there's some really weird stuff that happened. I'm not really a fan of that happening to me, so I don't.
But I thought you liked pottery.
Maybe. No judgment.
Have you guys read the rest of what he
I was getting to that. This is. Okay.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Oh.
All right, so we could use higher quality locks. Each standard lock is 20 gold. Mithril locks are 100 gold. Animandite is 200. However, I don't recommend upgrading the locks. Determined thieves will defeat the door itself. Makes sense. Hot water line is 170 gold. Lamps and interior lighting is 25 gold. I think we might want to throw that in. Both of those in there.
I mean, I can heat water. I got fire for days.
Some of us aren't that lucky, but I've taken showers forever. So,
but I can just wake up, set a campfire underneath a water heater, and you guys are good for the rest of the day. Fine.
All right.
We'll consider it.
The Watchful Order of Mages Protectors can send someone to cast Glyphs of Warding. The project can begin as early as Tarkesh 1st. It's estimated to take 15 to 18 days complete. Could take longer.
That's a pretty quick turnaround.
That's just like a week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like one whole week.
Yeah, 110 day.
And he got a loan set up for us.
We can get a loan. Gus, we got a job for you, man. Get a loan.
I'm most interested in the
Yeah,
last
they won't.
part.
They're not going to approve me.
Yeah, you want to read that part, Lynn?
So apparently, there's 2 vendor stalls that have been set up on our property here, and no one has been paying rent, and the city guard has not been collecting tax on them. So apparently, we can get the average rate for a market stall is 1 silver per day, and the city demands a tax of 1 copper per day. So we get about 54 silver income from them each.
Nice.
So we need to work on rectifying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And as part of their back payment, we can ask them to hand out flyers about the Troll Skull Syndicate.
Tell your friends.
Tell your
Tell your customers.
Comply or die. It's one or the other. We've already got 1 ghost. I can get 2 more.
Yeah, we'll need to see the contract around this financing. We need to see the promissory note and see what the requirements are.
Yeah, and we'll really need to make sure that Lynn and Nightbreeze look that over.
I got this.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Troll Skull Tavern. PT.
He had a bad intelligence roll. The dice just weren't in his favor.
If I remember right, me and Nightbreeze have the same intelligence, which is
I think
8.
so.
This is true. This is true. I just played.
Okay, maybe I'll look it over.
But
I got a guy.
It looks.
I
like
can sound out the words. I just don't know what they mean.
if we want them to start work without financing, then we need to have half of the total when it begins, and the rest is due when the job is done. So rough numbers. If we don't do hot water, and
Look at 2103.
That you got to more when we removed 2 things.
well,
No.
we want to do the lights too.
Yeah, we're adding. the
Oh,
light.
so we're adding the lights. We're removing the ghost removal.
Oh, you're right. We're moving the ghost removal.
And I don't think we going to be going out on the balcony where we need to actually fix that. I know that's like the least of the things price wise, but it's not a big deal.
It's 12 gold. I would say let's just do it and make sure there's no accidents. Because some people like to drink in excess.
Yeah.
And we don't need some people falling off of balconies.
Yeah, that'd be really bad if Gus did that.
So, what's that grand total? Where's my calculator?
So
Or
it's
my abacus?
2087 minus 300 plus 25.
Plus 85?
1812.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at
How does that
18,
impact
12.
our taxes as well? Because our tax rate should go down as well on that.
Well, at least we know the ceiling, right? So
Yeah.
the tax rate will need to be adjusted probably.
Also, it could go up if that ghost is not friendly to our...
Well, another thing to remember is that none of this contains any furniture.
It's true. How much is furniture?
Can we just borrow furniture from your house, Gus?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I could get the stuff from my bedroom probably, but that would then go into my bedroom.
Fair.
Or Lynn, the option's still open.
So this also doesn't include the stairs or the bathroom, so we would need to get those added to the estimate.
Yep.
The secret room.
The secret
Or
room.
secret room.
So I'm going to hazard a guess and say let's budget in just mentally until we hear back the 300 gold for the ghost removal going towards those things.
Yeah.
Because we
Mhm.
do
That
makes
things
sense.
like the plumbing. Where was that at? Plumbing.
The water line was 80 gold.
Yeah, 80 gold, and then if you figure, doors and figure prices for walls and work like that, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out a little bit less, but 300 gold's okay.
Yeah.
And does anybody want locks on their doors?
No.
I definitely don't think we need to upgrade them from the standards.
No, but I mean for our bedroom doors.
I'm not too worried about my bedroom door.
Okay. And this also doesn't include the secret thing, so I think it's going to be.
Uh-huh.
I think we need to figure like 2,300 just to be safe.
Yeah. There's a lot.
So we all just agreed that Gus is going to pay for it.
Is there?
Yep.
I feel like there's got to be some way to talk some of this down.
Well, you and me would be the most charismatic.
I mean, the city cut off the water to our place, and then we have to pay 80 gold for it. I thought that was a standard thing that was given to places within Waterdeep due to the taxes. Like, water's a public utility. Like, actually having the line run to the house shouldn't cost.
I agree. Perhaps we could make that.
And 140 gold for a kitchen hearth?
Can we
Just
get
make-
used?
Yeah, like, let's mix some mortar, drop a couple of slates, tablets on top of a thing, and I'll light a fire under them. It'll be fine.
As the house catches on fire.
It'll be okay.
And I think we could also maybe work with the Dung Sweepers Guild and say, hey, we had you guys come out, but you came early.
Hmm. You definitely, yeah, because this is, that's just so much. Because I can see the roof being expensive, although that's really expensive. The water damage, oh lord.
What do you guys think about that wall he said that we should take a look at?
I mean,
Definitely.
I think we should take a look at it.
Absolutely.
And I think if anyone is stashing anything illicit in that wall, that we are owed a percentage.
As in 100?
Yes.
No. So 100 would mean that we're presumably taking over that business. I don't think we want anything to do with that business, but a continued use of our establishment for such things is worth at least 10%.
Lynn, how do you feel about a continuation of illicit activities within our premise?
I mean, you're staying here, Gus.
There's nothing illicit about me.
I'm pretty sure harassment's illegal.
I mean, you're the one who read the code of Waterdeep, is it?
Just about everything had some level of whipping, caning, or death. So yeah.
Oh, we also have to. Yeah, I think if we budget mentally 23 to 2,500, because we also got to include the stairs going down to the kitchen.
Yeah. We're gonna need to see what those silver bars sell for.
We absolutely do.
And then we can figure out the loan port. I do like that the windows are the glass blowers, the glaziers, and the spectacle makers.
It's a lot of glass.
Yeah.
All right, so we would want to fire these requested changes back and get a new estimate.
Yeah.
Look into what the financing contract looks like.
Also, can we...
Are any of these prices negotiable? We'll need to have that conversation with our project manager.
Right.
And we shouldn't have to pay for reconnecting our plumbing since we didn't request them to disconnect the plumbing.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, water is a basic thing. It's basic. That's why there are taxes that are paid. Taxes that we will start collecting on behalf of the city and make sure that they are adequately paid for those 2 stalls that have been not adequately watched after. As good, upright citizens of Waterdeep.
I mean, heck, the Talmosts have been paying a lot of taxes. We're a prominent family, and now there's another Talmost household.
This is like your guest house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we're your guests?
You're always my guest.
House.
Oh, the guest house.
Oh man.
All right.
I don't want to be guest. So
Let's see in 3 more levels.
She is going to be disgusted.
Oh.
Do you need hard work? I'm reading the rest of the email as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we could also do Augustine's tap house, or Augustine's ale house.
oh,
Yeah, those are things.
a bed costs 2 gold.
There they are.
Ooh, it's a pricey bed.
Single bed is 2 gold. Double bed is 3 gold.
Where are you seeing that?
It's in the actual email. The bottom.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you know who else owes us? Renair.
Oh. But is he going to give us 2,500 gold?
Maybe not, but maybe he can help us. Maybe he can help us negotiate some of these prices down.
Mhm.
Yeah, because his family is almost as prominent as mine.
I thought they were more prominent than yours. Sure. Of course not. Of course not, Gus. Yeah, it's impossible. Nobody's as important as the Talmost.
I'm saying in terms of the legacy, my family has a longer legacy. Yes, more recently, they've been in positions of further prominence than we have, but we have history.
I like the idea of going to Neverember. He definitely owes us.
Sure. And
I mean, if what we did for Volo gave us a house, we directly saved his life, so
Yeah.
it's at least the cost of
Saved his life.
carrying a house.
Saved his friend's life.
And we get a house. Saves his own personal life. We should at least, very minimal, get repairs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too
some
much
level,
to ask.
at least some level of help.
Maybe we'll get a better house.
then we don't have to fix this one up.
There you go.
But as pointed out by the email as well, we're all in halfway decent with the Centaurum. I've got a fair amount of renown with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be able to ask for some favors.
Yeah. So they're definitely going to be on the favor side for helping fence that silver.
Well, not even just that. We might be able to get some help by having them, send somebody over who could do the mold remediation for us, or
True.
that could get rid of the ghost if we didn't want to hire them as an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Maybe get some.
Plus, I feel like if we're gonna hire anybody, locks,
You'd be better off hiring people from the
thieves. Yeah, like come on.
But also, are you allowed to do that? Remember how we just tried to get some doors up, and it became a situation that we
but
haven't
that's
done the guild?
But that's because we are asking a person who's very law-abiding. If we ask the Centaurum to do something, I don't think they're going to have that personal hold-up.
True.
I can also talk to my parents and see if they can.
You could find out how much they are willing to pay to have you move out.
You could ask them, have you ever lived away from home before there, Gus?
I mean, other than living in a barracks.
Yeah, so you could tell them you're out making your own way in the world, looking to open a business and start a fine adventuring party.
With your friends.
with your friends and mentors.
And if they help us right now, I promise that I'll stop sending bills to their house.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Because we can't afford your habits right now.
When it comes to the things that are mentioned in the email, like blankets, mattresses, pillows, and all that fun stuff, it's mentioned Aurora's. Did you get any kind of discount at all then with Aurora's? I don't think it's going to be overly expensive in the grand scheme of things. I'm just trying to maximize our
Yeah, I possibly might be able to get a deal, although I don't know how good of a standing I am at this moment.
I don't know, we delivered a lot of
haven't been there in
packages.
a couple days.
This is true.
You were sick. you
Yeah.
say.
We can have Gus go try to talk to them, right?
Do they ever have shipments that like people don't pay for or slightly damaged that maybe we could pick up at a discount, or
Like a scratch and dent sale? Is that
okay,
what
and yeah, and there's that option, and then there, which is what I was thinking about, and then more. I don't know. It's probably terrible. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea to order those things as another person and happen to pick them up when they get shipped.
we could just order this all through the Talmost estate.
You know, I'm wondering if anybody in my family would be looking for work.
Oh.
Got a sister there, Gus? She can work at your brothel.
I would not request my sister to do that. Also, she's got business within the family that she's the oldest daughter. She has obligations. The oldest son is the heir of the company. The oldest daughter has responsibilities.
Are you the oldest son?
I am not.
Oh.
I am the second oldest son.
Oh.
And then I got a younger brother.
I was just thinking, we don't really know a lot about each other's family.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you know what? This might be of interest to you, Lynn. And this might come across as weird, but in my family, if you marry outside of the human race, you actually are removed from the ability to inherit anything from a family. But I have an uncle who married an elven woman. She was I believe, a wood elf.
Oh, Jesus.
And her name was Lilamar, something like that. I don't know anything about them. Like, I've never met them. Have you come across anybody like that? It would have been a human man married to a wood elf lady. Your face says it all. Okay. Anyways.
Is there anything wrong with that?
No, I don't care. I don't care at all. It's just that's the family legacy stuff. I don't know.
Well, that sounds exactly like something your type of people would do.
I am not. I have no interest in the family business or how the family operates their business.
That's the worst possible way to say you'd be willing to marry Lindariel I've ever.
I would be okay with it. I am open.
I don't want anything to do with your kind.
And by that, she didn't mean human. She just meant you specifically, Gus.
wealthy, humid,
Oiled.
they're all the same.
I disagree. But
Yeah,
anyway,
there are more attractive people than there's Gus. There's less attractive people. So there's a difference, clearly.
And then one thing that I've learned in my time is we always need to try to give the humans a little bit of grace because they don't have nearly as long to not only make their own mistakes but to learn from them.
But man, they're funny.
They are.
Maybe it's just something with people here in Waterdeep then.
That's fair.
Seems to be a going thing.
I don't know. I've heard rumors that my dad has had relations with people outside humans. So, I mean, I don't think it's like a family, like a strict family thing. I think there's some weird thing where I don't know. I don't get tied up in the politics of it. But I don't think it's a racial thing.
Okay, here's the amount of information that you could have said. Here's the amount you should have said. Here's about where you are. We need to work on percent sharing, guys.
I don't know.
I
had
need
no
to know your
interest.
father's extramarital affairs.
Well, I'm just saying to justify the fact that we're not, even though there's these
Gus,
weird
Gus,
rules.
Gus.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Just go with
Uh-huh.
this. Hey, Lynn. Do you want to go spend some time with your horses for a little bit?
I've probably already started walking to the door at this point.
Oh, Gus. Oh, Gus.
Lynn, do you want time alone?
I'll just go up to my turret.
Okay.
To the turret.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop.
Rifles don't exist in this world yet, right?
Just because, like, so you fully understand. His conversation makes me like close to tears,
Right.
and I'm not upset the way you might think I'm being upset by what you think it is, but I'm close to tears and going up to my turret.
Okay.
I don't. Well, what'd I say? I was just. It's not me. I can't help what my family has historically done.
It's your way with women, Gus.
I think that
I was just trying to find out if she maybe knew who my aunt and uncle were, because I've never met them. I don't know anything about them. I know their names. I don't know where they are. I don't know.
You can try again later. Way later.
Okay, I'll talk to my parents and see if I can find out more information.
Hey Gus,
There-
how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay. So, as the rest of us know, the three of us, Lynn, even though she's up in her, going up to her turret, your lifespan, you have a little bit of time, right? Not nearly as much as we do. But there are a lot of things that you could learn from the way that we are when it comes to finding things out or getting to know people and taking what time you have and making something of it. And
That's what I'm trying to do.
you're trying to do this and this. And
Well, I have to, because that's all I got. I got this much time. You guys have this much time. I have this much time to do this much.
I mean, I think that if Lynn happens to know anything, that if she's ready, she may share. But until that point in time, I think we should just let this go for now.
That's fine. I'll broach the subject again when I know more. And obviously, it upsets her. I don't know why. I'm not sure what would do that. Doesn't make sense to me.
That makes a lot of sense.
What?
No, just Gus makes a lot of sense in this moment.
This is true.
Like, I open my mouth. People are upset. I don't understand what it could be. It couldn't be me. I feel like I'm learning a lot.
I wasn't being mean. I didn't.
Oh, no,
I mean,
not at all. You weren't.
No, you weren't mean.
Not at all. No.
You weren't mean. Gus, how did you feel when you met the most attractive man in Waterdeep?
Oh, the first time I looked in the mirror, I was probably
No. The other most attractive man in Waterdeep.
I was a bit offended by his claims, and the fact that I knew he was lying, yet he wouldn't admit it.
So, he wasn't trying to be mean, was he?
No, he was foolish. I get it.
Do you? What do you get? What do you get? Repeat it back to me.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
This is a learning moment.
No. But you're so close. You're so close. He wasn't trying to be mean, but he upset you because he was being
foolish.
Yes. So you, sometimes when you're not trying to be mean, may upset someone like Lindario because you are being
foolish. But how do I know when I'm being foolish?
Practice.
Lots of practice, but not...
Lots of practice.
Not, like...
The first step is admitting that you have a problem.
Right.
How is it foolish for me to ask someone of elven descent if they know my aunt who is elven?
Let me give you an example.
Racist.
That's Elvis. Let me give you another example. Let's continue with this learning moment, okay? So when you showed up at the house in your knight attire, which is now canon, and I rummaged through my bag and I pulled out an old uniform and I handed it to you. You wore it. I told you one particular thing when I handed it to you, which was, this is mine. Just, let's not talk about it. Let's move on. And you asked me about the patch that you saw, which was a very good question. And I answered your question. And I even said I don't like to talk about it. And upon seeing Lynn and Dan, you told them about the patch. Now, I don't have a problem talking with the four of you about my past in time, but at that moment, it was not something I was wanting to share. Did you happen to notice any of my, we'll call them nonverbal cues, that I showed you with the things that I said and then how I said them, to where maybe you realized that that was not something that should have been said?
What is a nonverbal cue?
It's a cue that is not verbal.
Then how do I hear it?
Gus, do you see the faces I make a lot when you talk?
Not so much you, but I see the ones Lynn makes.
We could go with that.
Okay, we'll go with those.
It's just utter disdain all the time.
Nonverbal cue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a not. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Okay.
So when you see disdain, how should you react?
Surprised?
By now, definitely not. No, but see, normally what happens is you say something. She responds with disdain.
Always.
You try again.
Yeah. Because I want a different reaction.
And what is the reaction you usually get the second time?
Disdain. Utter disdain.
So it goes from disdain to utter disdain.
Yeah.
So
and then she leaves.
Up or down?
It's definitely going up. Getting worse. Until she leaves, and then I can't see her face anymore.
How does that make you feel when you can't see her face anymore?
I wouldn't ask that question.
Confused.
Better answer than I was expecting after that left my mouth.
Making progress.
Yeah, so maybe, like, when you see disdain,
Mm-hmm.
if you walked up to a bear
Mm-hmm.
and the bear growled at you and raised up its claws, what would you do?
I would yell and then run.
That's fair.
You would move away from the bear.
Yes.
You wouldn't continue moving towards the bear.
No, that's danger.
Is Lynn dangerous?
Yeah, she doesn't. I mean, look at her. She can't be dangerous.
Oh, why wasn't she here for that?
I want you to hold on to that thought for a moment and think just for a second about something. Okay, it's going to be a two-part thought, and I know that you'll get this. One, I think that Lynn is capable of many great things.
I agree.
Okay, when you did your best to tackle and take on that manticore, and it took you away, she did everything she could to help you. She could have killed you, but she didn't.
Well, why would she kill me? We were fighting a manticore.
This is the two parts, right? So I think that Lynn does not dislike you. I think there is something that is bothering her. That
you know what?
Oh God! What?
She reacts to me, and whenever I reference a certain group of people like me, like wealthy people, she has that same disdain reaction. So I think it's not me. It has nothing to do with me.
Well,
it's wealthy people.
But you are a wealthy person.
Not really. My parents are.
But to hold on to that, let's back it up just a little bit. So
when
you don't think that Lynn is dangerous, she did a lot of damage, not just to the manticore, but to those fake Zentarum guards as well.
Well, I know she can fight. That's not what I mean by dangerous. I mean dangerous as in like someone who is threatening to me.
Well, it would be fair. I mean, are you threatened by me or Dan?
No.
That's good.
That's good.
I wouldn't be around you if I thought you were threatening.
That's good. Are you threatened by Drav?
No, he's funny looking.
Up the hill and we just slide right back down.
You guys don't think he's funny? Look at what he smiles.
He's a dragon man.
So,
but why does he gotta smile like that?
The point is, I think that Lynn has the fullest capacity to be very dangerous. But not towards us, because obviously she could have just walked away. She could have tried to not lasso the manticore, and then she physically tied herself to the rope to try to save you.
It's true.
So I think that, to not be threatened by her in that aspect is fair to say she's not dangerous towards you. But I think there are also things that you do and say that really upset Lynn. And so is that just water?
I don't know.
I don't trust it.
That doesn't look like just water.
Tastes like ginger beer.
It might be.
Right.
But I think that what you should try is to just be nice to Lynn.
Am I not being nice?
I think you think you are.
Well, if I think I am, how do I know that I'm not if I think I am?
Well, thankfully, you have a couple of really good models around you.
Yeah, and I just want to say, it's not that, I'm not going to say that I don't believe in you here, Gus, but I'll say I believe in the me that believes in you.
So
there's
here's
a version of me.
Just rolled a 1 on that intelligence check.
Here's a thought.
There's a version of me somewhere that believes in you, Gus.
So what you're saying is it wouldn't be funny for me to like. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there yet.
Oh, God.
I think it would be funny though. Well, okay.
Why would Lynn be the madam in a brothel? It's a really good question.
Because I think she would be good at it.
Would your sister be a good madam in a brothel?
Well, in a business sense, yes. But I don't think in the setting it would work. Because the Talmost name can't really be mixed with brothel stuff.
Why?
Because we're a noble family. Nobility and brothels they don't go together.
Do you see what you're doing here?
I've got it. So, Gus, ever since we have met, you have wanted this to be, for no negative term whatsoever, you wanted this to be more about you, right? You even tried to change our name, and we're not going to go there, right? We are the Troll Skull Syndicate, not Gus's Troll Skull Syndicate. So, if you want this to be more about you, and you like being around us, and we take care of each other, could we not be considered family?
Yes, I guess in a sense, more like a brotherhood.
Well, we could work with that. So if we're more like a brotherhood, but we're somewhat like family, how? I've lost it.
Well, here's the deal, because I think I know where you're going.
Okay.
I want to attach my name to things because I need to get out from the Talmost name. I don't want to really be tied into them. I'm trying to make a name for myself, create my own legacy. And how am I going to do it if everyone just sees my last name rather than my first name?
That's fair.
That's very fair.
I think when it comes to the question of legacy, that's where the elven, half elven or not, side of this family or brotherhood can show you a lot about what it means to build your legacy, to cast your net wide, and to leave a legacy that is fulfilling. We will definitely continue to work with you and to help you build that legacy, because in a way we're all helping ourselves, but the best way that we can build a legacy is together. And if we continue to go down certain paths, it might not fare well for most of us.
Okay. Also, I would prefer brotherhood because with family, you can't really have intimacy. And I don't want to rule that out.
I think you should rule that. Hold on, Actually, I don't want to ask that question. I'm not going to ask that question.
Thank God I'm not in the room. Oh my God.
I don't know where to go from here now.
Oh man.
I'm glad I can derail things.
Okay, so I think that you've talked about a lot.
I'm awful clamped.
And I think that we could use this as a catalyst for you to understand.
So key points. Nonverbal cues. If I see I'm upsetting someone, stop talking.
I would say if you see that you're upsetting one of us, Dan, myself, Drav, especially Len, that might be a good place to start.
I feel like I only upset Lynn.
Pay really good attention to nonverbal cues and keep track of the number of people you upset over the next week.
Okay.
I want you to pay really close attention to people that are employed at the Talmost estate.
The servants?
Yup.
Okay.
We should pay really close attention to waiters, waitresses, the people that are the furthest from nobility that you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Pay really close attention.
Okay, I'll do that.
Let me ask you this. What's your girlfriend's name?
Arleth.
Arleth. I probably need to write that down. How do you treat Arleth?
I treat her like she's a princess.
Okay. How far away from how you treat Lynn is how you...
Oh, no!
Just stop. Just stop.
It's probably not the same. So should I treat Lynn like a princess?
No. My next question is, how do you treat your sister? Somewhere between?
Like my sister. I mean...
Well, probably not like a princess.
No, she's kind of annoying.
Oh, Jesus.
Just
Okay, we'll just stop. We'll call this a good moment.
Now I'm confused.
No, that's a good thing.
That's good.
I agree with Dan. You need to pay attention to non-verbal cues for the next 10 days. And we could talk about it when our days are over, when we're hanging out. You know, we could crack open some drinks and we can talk about what you've noticed, and we can help you digest what you've seen and to learn from it.
She seemed really upset. Should I go apologize?
Do you walk closer to the bear?
But the bear was running away.
Do you chase after it?
Depends on what you want. I mean, if you're hunting, yes.
Are you hunting Lindariel?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that was a
sense.
bad choice. Never mind. No sense. In no sense should you be doing that. No. Do not go.
No.
We're done teaching. No more learning opportunities for today.
I think we're done here.
I need an adult.
I don't think you should be the one to go make sure that Lynn's okay.
Even though I'm the one that upset her.
Especially because you're the one that upset it.
That might not be a good thing, and I think that's something you can learn, that sometimes there are people who can go and make sure that things are okay, like a third party, to where if it would stop. Remember how we said if you see those nonverbal cues, you need to stop, right? So let, like, Dan or myself make sure that she's okay, because you need to stop, and then we can continue on.
Here's a thought. What if instead of trying to treat her like a potential...
Let him finish.
item of interest
Oh, God.
to like a sister, and I'm like, hey sis, like
Better.
Better.
Better?
I think that's a goal.
Definitely better.
I think that's a goal.
so like, hey sis, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Better.
Okay, I'll try it.
All right. So, Dan, do you think one of us should go check on Lynn?
I definitely I'll go outside. I'll be back a little bit.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. And of course, as I kind of stumble out the door slightly, I am going to burst into the largest amount of laughter that I'm holding back. Like, for all of the laughter that I actual facts was not holding back, Dan was holding back, and all of that has been let loose in one deluge as I walk out the door. I'll take a look around and see if I see Lynn. Presumably, if I don't see her anywhere like really close to the place, I'll head towards the stables, assuming she went there. Lynn?
I'm not at the stables.
Were you anywhere close to the house?
I think she went up to the turret.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She went up to the turret.
Did you actually tell us that, Lynn?
You know what? I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would have just left.
Yeah, you probably just saw her go upstairs.
I didn't see her go upstairs.
She has to walk
We were
out and then...
we were in the bar. She walked out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would
Pretty
like.
angry though. Did we hear her walking above us?
Yeah. Are you a stomper, Lynn? Are you a stomper and a slammer, Lynn?
I would think I'm more of a like light on my feet type of person, so I don't think I'd be super stompy.
Okay. So yeah, I'll look around outside. I'll come back and be like, well, she's not there. She's not with her horses. She might have gone to her room.
Maybe.
And that is all right. Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes to get her.
All right.
All right.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, then shoot.
Right. Is it best out of 3 or just one?
No, just one.
God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. All right. Cool.
Why am I so scary to deal with?
No. That. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna go and see if she's in her room and see if I can defuse. Because I'm so smart. So cool. I'll be back, and so I'll go upstairs, and I would knock on your door, Lynn.
On my room door?
Yeah, your room door.
You don't hear an answer, but you hear like muffled sounds of a lute playing.
Great. Just what I've always wanted.
She got some emo music going.
All right.
There's a Bright Eyes record playing in the background.
I would try to open the door just a crack. Is it locked, Lynn? Wait, do we even know if our doors are locked? Do we even have locks on our doors?
Our doors don't have locks.
We don't
Nothing has
I
locks.
would open the door just a crack, like the whole like, hey, Lynn, it's Night Breeze. Are you okay?
You would just hear music playing, like you can tell it's from the turret.
God, not comfortable with this situation. So I would go ahead and enter your room, and walk towards the. It's a ladder that goes up, right?
Yeah. And there's like a little hatch.
Yeah, I would walk towards the ladder, and from down below, I would yell up, "Hey, Lynn, it's Night Breeze. Just making sure you're okay. We had a conversation with Gus. Can I come up?"
Sure.
All right, I climb the ladder. Okay. So I climb up the ladder up to your turret.
So like I'm in the center of the room, kind of just like on, like kind of like kneeling, like on my knees. My back's probably towards you. And like I'm playing a lute.
All right.
And when I hear you come in, I'll say, "This was my mother's lute."
What happened with your mom?
She was killed a few months ago by goblins. They attacked our house. I hunted them down and killed them.
That explains a lot about down in the sewers when you went on that rampage.
Yeah.
Does that have a lot to do with why you were here in Waterdeep with what we were talking about in the cart the other day?
Yeah.
So
What Gus was talking about, it's like the same crap that happened to my mom. So that's why I left.
it's understandable, and you know, I can't. Well, actually, I can imagine a lot of what you are going through, and that's a conversation probably for another time. But Dan and I talked with Gus a little bit, and I think we're making some headway. You know that he's coming from a place of misunderstanding, right?
I know he he likes to push my buttons.
Understood. And I'm not saying that you are not at all justified. I'm just letting you know that Dan and I are trying. We're trying a lot.
I know, he just reminds me so much of probably the kind of person my dad is. I wouldn't know, but
I wanted to ask you this when you mentioned this the other day. Are you seeking your father out of wanting to find closure or out of vengeance? It's not going to sway my willingness to help you with this, but it might help me understand a little bit more about where you're coming from.
I just want to know why.
It's fair. Can I sit down?
Sure.
So why don't you tell me more about this loot? And I think that's where we'll end tonight.
Fade out.
Fade out.
Oh Lord.
Oh.